Alright, so this is a short hike. Interesting little game here. We're going to go ahead and just continue what I've got going. So the story is that you come here with your whoever this is, your relative of some kind, and you're coming here to this, it's like an island that's a park and a mountain at the same time. And yeah, the graphics, they are kind of like intentionally pixely. I don't know if there is an option here. Image quality perfect. I want to say pixelation. Oh, you can make it more pixelated? Is that what I'm seeing here? Oh, actually looks like less pixelated. Wow, I played through the whole game with default pixelation. But yeah, you can make it less pixelated if you want. I think maybe for the sake of the video I'll keep it down, just so it looks better than it, you know, doesn't have to be that way. You can play with like, you can use the mouse to rotate, but I just played the whole game with a controller. You can use like the right stick to change the camera and to rotate your head in weird ways. There are a bunch of little things, like I can pick up this stick. This game is like sort of a short adventure game. There is no combat per se, but the whole thing is that you're taking a hike up to the top of this mountain, and you kind of just want to, because you came on this trip to like sort of get away from things, because you got some stuff going on in your life or whatever. And as you can see at the bottom there, I've got a bunch of feathers. Those are things you have to collect. You don't have to collect that many. You only need like maybe half of them to beat the game, but the reason you have to get some of them is because they allow you to fly. You flap your wings to go higher, and that takes a feather. You can glide forever, but you do slowly descend, so I guess you can't really glide forever, but you can glide for a long time. You get feathers by, some you just find lying around in hard to reach places. Others you get from helping others, or you buy, I think, a couple from this guy. Basically, you do side quests. Yeah, you can buy a couple of feathers from this guy, but you only get a few. And then other people, you just help out and they tell you, hey, I got this feather for you. Stuff like that. And then, of course, there's also a bunch of other items you collect, such as a shovel, which you can use to dig. There are, when you get the shovel, I think it maybe even explains to you that there are little X's on the ground where you can dig and you'll actually pick up treasure. And that would be actual money, because our, let's see, the coins, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. You get each of these things sort of as you go through the game. Oh. Yeah, a cell phone, that's just there for story purposes. You don't actually use it. You can't actively use it yourself. Running shoes, silver feathers, which just makes you better. What was I looking for again? Coins. Yeah, so I got 349 coins. You do use them to like buy a couple gold feathers from that guy. There's some other purposes for money, but other than that, you go around, you kind of, as it says right here, you need gold feathers to complete it. Now, something else you do is you can climb stuff, and if you hold the A button is like jump and fly, but if you hold the A button on a wall, you can climb it. And if you just hold it, like I kind of want to stay in place, but I can't. If you hold the A button down, you'll just keep climbing. Like I'm not pushing any direction right now, I'm just climbing up, because I'm holding A button. So that is really neat because the level design, as you can see, as you're climbing, you do lose feathers. Whoops. So it takes stamina, you could say. The feathers kind of represent stamina. And it takes stamina to climb. And climb. It does not take stamina to glide, but it does take stamina to raise your height. And the world is pretty big. I mean, it's not huge like Breath of the Wild huge, but it is like a single large island with a lot of different things to see. And the fun comes from kind of exploring the island, finding things like the feathers. You do need a certain number of them to reach the top. Probably like half of the ones I have. And then, I guess I don't want to get too high up. I don't want to spoil anything. But the island is huge. Lots to see. And I can go faster by taking a little dive first. There is an edge, of course. I can't go any farther this way because, you know, game world only goes so far. And then completely, there's a lot of stuff that's just completely optional, like fishing. When you get the fishing rod, you can use it to fish, but you don't have to fish for anything. And the way you fish is just wait for a bite, and then you just start mashing B on an Xbox controller to bring it in. And you have like a fish log, fish journal, show you like records of all the different fish. Getting all the different kinds of fish just gets you, I think it maybe gets you another gold feather. Something. There's a guy out here who collects fish, and he'll give you coins for every first... No, wait. Yeah. He'll give you coins for the fish you bring in. The first of any one particular kind of fish. After that, he just gives you more bait. And bait just helps you... You can equip it or unequip it on your fishing rod to allow yourself to get more fish. It helps with collecting fish. And yeah, there's hats. You can get... I guess I even forgot I was even wearing a hat. And there are also a couple of different little secret paths that warp you to the other side of the island. They're little caves. Let's see, I believe one is over here. Yes, right here. Oops. Here's a pickaxe. Oh, wait, what? Oh, hold on. There we go, pickaxe. I believe I used that to break open a rock here. I can go through here and come back out on the other side of the island. So now we're back over here. This is where you buy this is the visitor center right here, where you buy the feathers. So yeah, the story is, I guess, simple, but it's still very good because it just involves climbing up the mountain, basically, and then you get kind of a little bit of an exposition on why you're here a little bit more. And then you go back down the mountain and you finish the game that way. And that is the entirety of the game, but really a lot of the fun comes from sort of all the interactions you can have with the people on the island. Not that they're huge, deep experiences or anything, but they're fun because they are all different ways that you find more items, get more gold feathers. Just sort of fun to do for completing the game. I even have running shoes right now that I can run faster, but it takes up stamina, as you can see down there. So yeah, that is a short hike. It is technically a short game. It's only like a few... You can probably easily beat the game in less than an hour if you want to rush to the top of the mountain. But a lot of the fun comes from finding all the secrets, finding everything that people are looking for, helping people out on the island, and that kind of builds up your feather collection, which is basically, you know, power in the game. Power to do what you want and explore, go where you want, fly around more. So it's a fun experience, and it takes a few more hours if you really want to go and find everything. But I guess that's all I really have to say about it. If you have any questions about the game, please ask in the comments below. If you have any suggestions on games like this, please let me know about those. And then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.